they can listen to the whole song on their favorite streaming platforms if they would like to. Hey man, say man, listen. Y'all know who it is? If you don't, if you've been living under a rock somewhere for the past 2 years, I will let you know who it is. It's your man, Baux, a.k.a. Northside Swiss Slim, a.k.a. Mr. Appreciate You, a.k.a. Your Mama Like It, and somebody else's mama like it too. I am sitting here. Well, first off, let me take a step back. You have now tuned into the BPD, but I love it, podcast featuring your host. All those titles I just gave you before, I'm not going to run it down. Rewind it and listen to it, goddammit. We got to move through time. Anyway, this is the first installment, episode 1. And this podcast will be dedicated to the men. Sorry, ladies. There's plenty of podcasts out there for you. We love you. If it was not for you, we would not be here. But this particular podcast and topic, you know, it's for the gentlemen. And so the Fuck BPD podcast is dedicated to the men because men have been left out of this conversation for quite a while now. And so this is my way to bring and shed light to not just men of my color, but just men of everywhere that battle with this monster called borderline personality disorder. If you didn't know, that's what BPD stands for. And today we're going to get into what BPD is, the meat and potatoes. And so with that being stated, I felt it only right that I have, you know, one of my closest partners.
Yes, sir.
The man, the myth, the legend. Y'all know that's what I call him. Jugging and playing in these Denver streets for quite a while. From the Mighty 5-5, the Turf, the Bells. You know what I'm saying? For those that are from here and those that know, you know, those that are actually from that land, you know, got many other names and different mantras for it. But what can I say about this man? Cinematic wise, probably on the level of a Benny Boone mixed with a Tyler Perry. Nothing amateur about his work. Everything from, you know, the way he does his branding, the way he does his videos, the way he does his interviews. He's just ahead of the curve when you think about somebody that's from our region and specifically from our state. And I don't think he gets the flowers and gets the credit that he's Justin due. Hell, a lot of your favorite rappers were with him before they jumped ship. And so it's one of them things, man, where kind of like Drink Champs, but in my own way, I'm going to pay homage to the greats that I feel that are greats, but understand that most of the people that hit this podcast going to deal with something from a mental health disorder. So I'm going to allow him to talk about his battle with, you know, mental health disorder. Not necessarily BPD, but, you know, whatever he wants to share from that. But nonetheless, the myth, the man, the motherfucking legend. Y'all make some motherfucking noise for Vicuals in the goddamn building.
That was a hell of an intro.
Hey man, you know, I be trying to give, I be trying to give my people's, you know, the flowers that I would want.
I was soaking it all in.
Hey
like,
man,
shit,
so listen,
keep going.
when I come do yours, just make sure mine is good too.
Yep. I'm gonna write that shit down like Michael Buffer.
Man, listen. But man, how you been, man? How you been? How's everything going?
I've been good, man. Just working like normal. Trying to stay productive. You know, trying to stay positive.
New year. I see you have
Definitely
some new content coming out. You know, I know about it. A lot of people don't.
Yeah. Well, recently I've been working on an interview show called What's Good. It's it kind of got that Vlad TV format, but it's been going real good, and like the level of people who've been getting on the show has been increasing every episode. So,
okay, yeah. I mean, I've been seeing it. Like the last one I seen, kind of like you got a whole little setup now. I mean, at first it was kind of like you was pulling up to people's locations, and now it's like, damn, you got your whole little setup. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like we got to have that aesthetic right every time now. And
so, is that something that you look to do more of? Is kind of like transitioning to where you're not doing so many partnerships, but like yo, Vicuals is the end all be all. Like when you come get your videos here, you're also getting your edits here. You can also pull up here, and I got, you know, clothing here for you, and you know, like a whole warehouse. I guess that's the main goal.
Vicuals, multimedia, Ruby Jean, clothing, everything. You know what I'm saying?
All under one house, one brand.
Yeah, one stop shop, man.
Okay, all right. So what's been up? What else has been up, G?
Man, just besides What's Good, Go Talk. You know what I'm saying? It's a performance platform I got out here.
Y'all pushing almost 100, right?
Yeah, we closing in on 100. We passed 85. I want to say 87, 86. Yeah, 100. We gotta do something big. You know what I'm saying?
Got to bring a celebrity out. I mean, even if not a celebrity, you know, Instagram model to do.
Yeah, but if they talented.
No, they necessarily got to be talented. You know, well, okay. What talent are we talking about?
Musical, like Go Talk is a showcase of music.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Like that's I
had a man thought for a minute. Y'all forgive me. Anyway, you know what I'm just saying, like, you know, 100th anniversary to the fellas. Yeah, we can get stuff for the ladies. We don't forget about y'all too. You know, y'all do Go Talk too, but you know, we kind of split it up, man. So I won't be there when the male stripper come, but you know.
Yeah, I ain't doing all that. It's just gonna be straight.
Just how it is.
It's just gonna be straight. Hip hop, R&B, rock. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Play an instrument, whatever you wanted to showcase on the show. Mm-hmm. But I'll make sure I pick or organize something special for episode 100. You know what I mean?
So now, Go Talk has been indigenous. Yes, I use big words, people. To Colorado.
Yes.
Are you planning on expanding?
Definitely. Okay. Like that's definitely the plan for 2023 and beyond, to actually take Go Talk trips or even tours. You guys, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Go to Atlanta, get 5. Go to Houston, get 5. Go to
Miami,
Dallas, get 5.
Like
everywhere that's popping, go get 5. And it ain't even got to necessarily be like the 5 biggest artists in that state. Just 5
just
artists
5
from
solid
there.
people that that take their craft serious.
Yeah, and that believe in the platform. Like they think it'll be a good look for them, just like they'll be a good look for us.
Most definitely.
So definitely plan on taking the show on the road. You know what I mean? And putting that Vicuals flag everywhere.
I mean, I think it's definitely needed, simply because not just because you're my partner, but I've used the platform itself and seen what it's done for me. And so, if you are in the city, I mean, hell, even if you're not in the town, reach out, Vicuals. Get that Goat Talk. See what it ain't just the Goat Talk. Like, listen, we're gonna get into some meat and potatoes, but we're talking about a individual who has his own apps. Yeah, I said that, not singular, plural, apps. Plural. Right? And so a whole world that us as, don't really tap in or know much about. And so we'll get into that.
Definitely.
Eventually. But gotta thank the sponsors. Because if not, we wouldn't be here. Shout out to my people at Bright Future Media. You dig what I'm saying? Because they make me look good in all these nice cameras. And see, I got the Purple Rain theme in the background and shit today.
I'm actually looking good from every angle.
You know what I'm saying? Got my hair all twisted up.
I'm feeling this right now.
I'm low-key mad because I ain't bring my bonnet or, my do-rag. I just got twisted up. So, Exy, please don't be mad. I know I ain't supposed to have this on my fresh braids, but
look, I ain't
gotta do what I gotta do. I gotta be able to hear.
I ain't got a haircut, so I got.
Hey man, but see, you got listen. See this is what I be hating. This is one thing I hate. Cause see me, I can grow a beard, but it only grow to like medium, like by that thing, and it stop.
That's kind of
right.
Well, no, I do be cutting myself.
So men know we gotta have a balance. It's either or. Mm-hmm. It's very few men that got their hair full of head. And they got that big full beard like old boy the Aquaman type dude. Like Bugsy over here looking like the Aquaman, you know what I'm saying? Like for real. He could really get the Aquaman shit going if he really wanted to. You feel what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is I give you a good it's little Chadwick. You dig what I'm saying? But so I got to keep this right. Cause if this is wrong and this is wrong, the ladies ain't liking this. You feel what I'm saying? And so nonetheless,
I try to keep it well.
Some crispy cameras. Y'all forgive me. Y'all forgive me.
You shooting in 4K over there?
In 4K over there? Bugsy, how was your weekend, man? How's things been thus far?
Man, doing well, bro. Getting through the holidays. I'm glad we back to business.
Man, listen, especially after that, listen, I was supposed to be in Atlanta for New Year's with my sister and with my sisters and their friends. They rented a mansion like the Atlanta Housewives. I had me, bruh, tour road me a little Phantom and everything.
Tour road a Phantom.
It cost me about $2,700. Listen, that's one thing y'all gonna get on this podcast. You ain't gonna get no fronting. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep it real. I get to the money, but I live under my means. But every once in a while you got splurging yourself. So yeah. I rented a Phantom for that little 3 days. Got all together $3,600 after tax, you know what I'm saying, for the little Toro. Just a stunt. Yeah. How about I wake up that damn morning and looked outside to the 8 inches we had, my damn flight was canceled.
You get your Phantom money back.
Luckily, I got my credit. But it's a credit because, Toro don't give you money back. So I got a $3,700 credit. So I'm good for the whole year.
You got room to ball.
Of Toro. Because, normally I pull up. You see what we went to Atlanta. I get some basic shit. I ain't finna be stunting in front. You dig what I'm saying? So we good for the Toros for the whole shit. Probably the next 2 years. God
damn. Lifetime supply.
Yeah, I ain't got the double drop a card or nothing. I'm using all them credits. So.
Oh, yeah.
But man, look, we're going to get into this topic for today. Again, borderline personality disorder is a diagnosis that is, one of those ones that probably since the top of the chain is misdiagnosed, misunderstood, and one that is looked upon or has been looked upon for years as just put in a box specifically for women and more so the Caucasian woman, right? And so, in recent years, they found out, that's not so. That this is a disorder or a mental disorder that can be applied to more than just that. And so, we're going to get into what BPD is. And so, I was diagnosed with BPD, borderline personality disorder, 2021. I believe it's 2021. 2021. It's only been a year. Almost a year. No, it has been a year. I just passed my anniversary by a month. So, a year being diagnosed. And so, I've always known something was wrong with me, though. From the beginning. Like, probably as early as, 9 years old. Like, how is it I can go in the bathroom and take a pee, be happy, and then walk out the bathroom, I want to punch a hole through a damn wall. Like, what the just happened between there and there? That's a 2-second, 30-second maximum gap.
Yeah.
What happened? And then for the next hour, 2 hours, I'm furious. And everything's bothering me. You know what I'm saying? And then literally like a switch, it goes off, and now I'm sad because of the damage I've caused. And now I'm thinking, oh, this person's mad at me. That person's mad at me. This person don't like me.
But they don't be.
And ain't nobody to you, right? Then that goes back into, them into this aggression again. And so it's like a roller coaster of emotions, right? And so I've been dealing with that since I was a little kid, and it, always being in denial, always going to the doctor and taking that little black box and getting to that fifth question and being like,
don't tell the truth. Don't tell the truth.
Nah.
Don't tell the truth.
The box back. Oh, you're fine. Yeah, I knew I was fine. You know what I'm saying? Just to go back and tell motherfuckers, man, I ain't crazy. Nothing wrong with you. But you know something wrong with you, right? And so it wasn't until I died in 2020 3 times, came back, and I was just like, something wasn't right. Like my mental, and it was almost like it had increased. Like me dying increased the level of episodes that was happening. And so that's when I was like, let me go to the doctor. So for the first time I went to the doctor. My doctor gave me a referral to psychologist. I think that's how you say them, psychiatrist, whatever they are. And so, yeah, I finally answered the black box for the first time in life, truthfully.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. and that's when they come back in with that, you know what I'm saying? Take the glass off. So it's like, all right, which one is it? Is it bipolar? Is it PTSD? Like, you know what I'm saying? Around anxiety? What is it? What medication y'all finna put me on? Whatever, right? And when she came in, she was like, so you have, borderline personality disorder. I'm like, what is that? Like, trying to tell me I got a personality disorder? Like, I'm 2 different people? The f going on, right?
Yeah.
And so she basically explained and was like, nah. So, I'll give y'all the definition. So borderline personality disorder is a mental disorder characterized by unstable moods, behaviors, and relationships. So I know that by heart, but I just want to read it to y'all, you know what I'm saying, to be politically correct. So, give you the 3.
That shit tough. 3
places: moods, unstable moods, behaviors, and relationships. You probably think, how does that match? A mood, a behavior, and a relationship. That's like a physical, that's an external and 2 internals, right? How does that, apply? But if you think about it, most of our disorders, most of our shit that we go through in life that's negative is exactly that. An external triggers
Yeah.
In internal.
Yeah.
Trick, I hate you. I hate you.
But don't go nowhere.
But inside, you want to commit suicide as well as beat this at the same time. You feel what I'm saying? And so when I read it, I'm like, damn, that don't make sense. But then I thought about it, I said, damn, it does make sense, right? And so with this disorder, I don't like to say.
Don't say disease.
Yeah, I'm saying I don't even like to say the words. I was about to go there, but without those things,
it ain't that. It's
not those things at all.
It's just a part of you.
It's a part of me, but it's one of those things that a lot of people that don't know, BPD is not a chronic disease. You're saying it's acute. Which means it can be cured. It can be handled. So, Vic.
You gotta talk about me now.
One of my close partners.
Yeah.
Has also dealt with some things. And so this one thing I want y'all to be clear about. Like everybody that I invite up here, I admire, I respect, not just because of the craft and the shit that they do, but moreover because of the fight that they decide to take for their mental health. See what I'm saying? That's why they'll sit on this platform. I got other platforms we can kick the shit, do other stuff with, right? But this is the platform that I want to highlight those individuals who are actually working, pushing, and determined to work on their mental health, because every fucking American, every human being on this planet should be working on their mental health.
Yeah.
I mean, you think about it. The country that we live in, us as African Americans, us as minorities, all of us have a story that we can state why we need what I stated, right?
Yeah.
Those in Ukraine, those in state, those in Africa, what I'm saying is on a global scale, mental health should be at the fucking top of the list, but somehow through the chaos, economics and wealth and things that are not, it's not tangible, really, have become the status quo to me. I got to get that. Fuck how this is going. I stay up all night. I won't eat right. I smoke my lungs till they hurt. I drink till I throw up. All in pursuit of a dollar bill, of a status, of a position. Male or female. You like that, huh? Male or female. All because that's what you taught me, society. Your mental health doesn't matter, right?
Yeah, you need all this other shit.
So how have you, just especially being in the space that you are in, because you deal with so many different personalities on a daily basis, touch so many vibes and spirits, we know energies never destroy this transfer. How do you, or how have you through these years, treated or maintained your mental health?
I'm gonna be honest, I haven't.
Okay. All right. See that now that's what I mean. Real podcast, real people, real individuals. That's a real statement. Elaborate.
Yeah, I haven't. Like when it comes to like personal relationships and just like, I can't explain my mind right now, bro. It's like a bunch of fucking scribbles on a paper.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
no matter how hard I try to like straighten out them lines, you know what I'm saying? Like it's hard, bro.
It always comes back into one.
Yeah, I don't know where to start. I don't know I don't know who to talk to. I don't know what the fuck to do, but it's always a crisis.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it might be deeper than BPD, but there's always an issue, and I don't know how to maintain it, and I do definitely feel like I'm losing. Like
losing the battle.
I'm definitely losing. And
I can identify, I'm glad you said that. Because that's one thing that I can identify with, even in my journey, is, I feel alone out this mug.
Yeah.
Like, for one, it's not even the feeling of aloneness. It's, are you going to understand this shit in the correct way, though?
Man.
Not the way you going to understand it, not the way you going to process it, but are you going to understand, if I kick this shit to you, what's really going on with me?
Yeah,
are you going to handle it the right way, or are you going to do what society norm is? Oh, this motherfucker crazy, or you become scared of me, or run from me, or start acting weird towards me. You know what I'm saying? So I identify and I understand exactly what you're saying. And so, you know, one of those things, one of the ways that I was able to, and still ain't even able to, shit, that's a daily fight for me, is to deal with it, is to understand I am the most important person in this relationship. Yeah. And so the relationship that I mean is the relationship that I have with myself. See, we tie, us as men, and I think I kind of speak for most men. I can't say all men, but most men. Most men live our lives for things outside of ourselves.
And people.
People, family, friends, businesses. You know what I'm saying? Like, we go bust our ass and accumulate wealth to create legacy for family. We go and do things for our old ladies to make sure she has the nice house and home and life that she requires. Our kids, schooling, things of that nature. Our moms, our dads, our cousins, make sure they're good. We impart in our communities, things of that nature. And we spend all of this energy and this time imparting outwards, right? Nobody teaches us exactly how to pour back in. And so my therapist taught me something, that the most important relationship that you have to have is with you. But she told me from a standpoint of romanticy. That's how she painted it. Your relationship with yourself has to be as important as it is with that woman that you with. You dig what I'm saying? And so what I started doing is literally taking myself on dates and shit, right? Yeah. Like dressing up, fedora, nice little silk joint, like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm goddamn Silk Sonic with the little 3 buttons on, little taco meat, even I ain't got no chest. You feel what I'm saying? Like step out, you know, put the grill in. What I'm saying is it looked like I'm going to meet somebody. I mean, to the point where the first couple times I was pulling up at the restaurant, Cass was like, are you waiting on somebody? Nah, it's just me, you know what I'm saying? And so, but basically loving on yourself. That relationship with yourself should be the most important one. Mm-hmm. The movies, it ain't necessarily got to be that. I mean, go to the mountains, get on a trip. What I'm saying is you have to become the most important person. I take a routine every night. 9:45, it's bedtime, Monday through Friday. Yeah. Tea, blunt, Brooke, to read, nightly journal to break down my thoughts for the day, get all this shit out of my head. I don't want it no more. And then put something in there for tomorrow. And then go to sleep. That's me, though. But what I'm saying is routine. And so I think maybe the first thing you could try is maybe just, you know, try that. Just something like that. You feel what I'm saying? But
develop a little routine.
Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because this is the thing. You so dominant in all the other areas. You feel me? You feel what I'm saying? Like marketing, branding, videography. Like I can go on music, bars, Northside Swiss Slim 2 coming. Track number 2, have a whole bitch. This man? Boy, look, I thought he just shot videos.
A lot of people don't know what I am.
I'm just staying here for just the
a lot of people don't know.
Buzz, they just thought he shot videos. But you know. So man, let's get into topics again. Yeah. I'm talking a lot because
you're supposed to. This
I could do that, and then this post, you know, we're gonna. But nonetheless, BPD, borderline personality disorder. So what is it exactly outside of the shit you just read? You know what I'm saying? So it's 9 traits that they say make up borderline personality disorder. 9 of them.
You want to talk about all 9?
Yeah, I'm gonna touch on all 9. Yeah. I'm gonna touch on all 9. They say in order to be diagnosed with it officially, you have to have at least 5. I think, excuse me, it's either 5 or 7. Forgive me, 5 or 7. My black ass checked the box for 8 of them.
Let me get my pen and paper
out. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I want to do this for the men specifically, especially the first episode, because there's a lot of men that are sitting at home like, what the fuck is wrong with me? Mm-hmm. Why the fuck am I so mad? Why am I so sad? Why am I so, you know, whatever it is? And they in denial too at the same time. The other, you know, there's a percentage that don't know what's going on. Right. But then you got that little percentage too that's like, man, I know I'm fucking crazy. I don't get no fucking help. See a doctor so they can tell me I'm quacks, right? Right. Then you get that like percentage that's actually they in between denial and goddamn pretending like they don't know what it is.
I was there.
You know what I'm saying?
I had that period. Like, ain't nothing wrong with me. I'm just over-investing myself in the people.
So, okay. What formed that mentality for you?
What wasn't wrong with me?
Yeah, what helped shape that mentality?
Oh,
just you or?
No, society, it being frowned upon. You can't be telling motherfuckers that you think you crazy or because they gonna think you crazy and they gonna treat you different for the rest of your life.
That's the reason why I want to do this podcast.
Yeah.
It's because it's for that reason. Because that was my fear. Hell, I was already called crazy. My whole family. I was the black sheep, well, one of the black sheep from my family. Oh, Cameron crazy. He's still and he's crazy. Don't let him in your house. And it was true. I wasn't stealing, I was robbing. Let's be clear. Okay? Stealing, I don't do the that's
stealing is sneaky.
Stealing's for lame. Stealing that lame shit. I'm sorry.
You rob
that sneaking people has this. That's lame to me. That's I ain't gonna talk about how I feel about it. That lame. Nah, I'm robbing you. Hey,
you're gonna give it to me directly.
Again, this was when I was a teenager. I'm a grown man now. I have done no dirt. I am a law-abiding, paying tax citizen.
Hey, statute of limitations.
No trouble with them alphabet boys at all. At all. So anyway, but you know, it's crazy that you say that, and the reason why I wanted you to elaborate on that because that's something I was actually thinking about the other day. Like, damn, what the hell has taught me that I can't tell? Yo, I got something mentally going on with me.
Vulnerability is like a weakness in our community, man. You can't be vulnerable.
And with that being stated, that's a perfect segue to the very first trait of borderline personality disorder.
Oh, shit.
Fear of abandonment.
Yeah.
It's the number one trait. And so vulnerability and fear of abandonment tie hand in goddamn hand. And so ladies, world, whoever's listening,
y'all some motherfuckers listening on this live.
You have to understand from a man's perspective, fear of abandonment. So with borderline personality disorder, and I just speak from my standpoint, this is probably my highest trait. Probably since number one of my triggers. Is the fear of abandonment. Mine was an offset from my mother. Right, my mother started, being out there in the streets, and ultimately lost her life to the streets. And so, because her trying to find $1 for me and my brothers, me and my brother and my sister, ultimately it caused trauma when she did come back into the household. That offset this borderline personality disorder. And one of the things that she would do is in her alcoholic, and drug-induced state, when she would come home after, 3-4 day, crack binge or whatever she was doing, would be to, so I'll give you an example. Before she left on a Monday, she would say, clean my house. And she would leave. I'm expecting her to come home later on that night. I ain't think you come back home till Thursday because of the tail end, at the beginning. Yeah. When she was selling, you dig what I'm saying? She come right back, but once she got addicted to it, it was the crack binges. And so, I ain't know you come home to Thursday, so I'm trying to maintain this house at 9, 10, 11 years old. And so by the time she get home, the whole house spotless. But say my little brother went and took a cup and drunk from it and put it in the sink. Now she coming in the house geeked up. You know what I'm saying? And for those that are not in the African American community, geeked up basically means someone that's high on a substance, heroin, crack, cocaine, cocaine itself, ecstasy, things of that nature. And so when she comes in, she, geeked up and she like, I thought I told you to clean my house. And I'm looking around like, the whole house is clean. What the hell is you talking about? Yeah. And there's a cup in the sink. You ain't cleaning this house. You know what? I'm leaving. I'm packing my shit up and I'm going. You're an 8-year-old kid, 9-year-old kid, 10-year-old kid, 11-year-old kid. And you got your mama taking a suitcase and pretending she's packing her shit up. And so now you go into a panic attack. Okay, mom, I'll fix it, mama, I'll fix it. So now you're trying to fix what's really not even broken, right? And then she, do something, the manipulation, right? But then take it to the extreme like, all right, well, I'll let you know when I'm about to leave. And then go in the room, close the door.
And don't leave.
So now for the next 8 to 12 hours, you sitting in your room on pin shells, like, shit, is my mom gonna leave? Like, waiting for that front door to open and close. Scare tactic, right? Mm-hmm. And so this is years on top of the physical abuse and the verbal abuse. And, I tell people, let's be clear. God rest my mother's soul. I love my mother to death. Whenever you hear me refer to my mother, I'm giving to you real facts, right? This is not to slander her. This is not to make her be painted in a bad picture, a bad light, in any type of way. It's just real. It's real talk. It's real facts. And so, you know, it's one of those situations where it's like that then caused the fear of abandonment to where transition through time, if I'm not taught that that's not a real situation, at the same time, because of the household is making me act out. And so now these people are like, he crazy.
Yeah.
Keep him out your house because I have this disorder that I don't know. You know what I'm saying? And so that's how I grew up.
It makes sense.
The family, he a black sheep, so there's no help there. My own mother is the aggressor. So I'm in the middle. I ain't got nobody. So I grew up just me and BPD, which is that's the name of the title. Fuck you, BPD, but I love you so much. Because you've been with me for 30 plus fucking years. You know what I'm saying? It's like, the motherfucker's almost like a sneaky link. Ain't that what the young kids call him now at this point? Like, sorry, babe. Like, BPD like my sad bitch at this point. You feel what I'm saying? Like, she been around so damn long. I can't
walk the street with you.
You feel what I'm saying?
You can pull up on me every now and then.
Every now and then. So, that leads right into the next segue. Damn, we just segueing like a motherfucker today, Bugsy.
Oh, man.
Unstable relationships.
Oh, boy.
The fact that, I mean, there is an irony in making a damn joke about being in love with borderline personality disorder, right? But that right there, that's the essence of the fucking disorder. Unstable relationships. Like, that's probably the main piece. And so I think one of the biggest pieces as males, or that I've seen myself deal with in this arena itself, is just the fear, like we spoke about, the fear of having a motherfucker really understand or really know who you are and then accepting you like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
That's what we look for. People with mental disorders. Yeah. I don't give a fuck. Like, do y'all, like, that's like when a woman gets proposed to. You know what I'm saying? Like a guy that just got out of jail and somebody say, hey, she want to have sex with you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to give y'all the wow factor, like the excitement we get, like the relief we get when you like, hey man, I'm crazy as hell, man, and the people don't like me, I done did this, I done broke some windows, man, I might slap you and your mom in the motherfucking face if I get mad. How you feel about that?
They be like, okay, pull up.
I don't give a fuck, man, pull up. You know what I'm saying? Thank you. That's what we be looking for, right? And so, but we know in this world we live in, of mental disorder, it's not like that. And typically we get the
get used against you.
Oh my God, right? And so unstable relationships have been the theme of my goddamn life. I don't know about yours, but friendships, forget fucking intimacy ships. Man, I mean, I could go back and think about so many relationships that I've had. Like, I'll just give y'all one example. Imagine dating a guy. I go to the movies. Everything's fine. I've been dating like 6 months. I go to the movies. He drop you off at the house, kiss you, tell you he's gonna see you tomorrow, and you never speak to him again. It's been like 9 years ago now.
I done did that before. Because I knew like halfway, not even halfway through, when she got in the car or when we linked up, she wasn't it. And I don't know how to cut it off and tell her she ain't it because I'm scared of her backlash or what's gonna happen. So I just, that's called ghosting.
I was gonna say, does that fall into the fear of abandonment?
Yeah.
Or does that fall into unstable relationship category?
I think it's unstable relationship. Or then it might just be.
I think it'd be a little bit of both. And here's the reason why I say that. Your fear of abandonment is what keeps you from just saying, hey, I ain't really feeling you.
Yeah.
Because I know for me with BPD, like I always want somebody there, but I don't want nobody there. If that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like,
just be here in silence with me.
You feel me? Like, I like to be alone, and I like not to be alone. Meaning, like, you here, but you ain't here. I want to talk to you. I'm gonna talk to myself.
That's like
you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go up and down. They don't exist though.
Yeah, like to have a woman that's there.
Not for me.
But they ain't like in your motherfucking space and in your face. Like you just there, and I'm comfortable with you being there.
Oh my God!
But we ain't got to feel every moment with dialogue. Like we ain't got to talk the whole time. We can just sit there in silence and be in our own thoughts.
And understand that is nothing wrong with me.
Exactly. I'm not.
And there's nothing wrong with you. I mean, okay. Now, let me say it again. Yeah, there may be something wrong with me.
There's nothing wrong with the moment, though.
Ladies, not even ladies, just the world. Oftentimes, and I think I speak for most males, when a man is venting, we don't want any fixing. Like we not, you know what I'm saying? Like we're not looking for you to come back with a rebuttal.
Me personally, if I vented and like I'm crying to you about something, 9 times out of 10, I already found a solution. I'm gonna start applying it.
Okay.
I just wanted to get it out.
Exactly.
And have someone understand it.
Exactly.
9 times out of 10 is like I done already put in motion the fixing of it.
He said exactly where I was about to go. We've already we're logical. You gotta remember we're logical. So we're gonna have our moment because we human. We have emotions attached to us as well. So we're gonna have our moment. But then we gonna all right. Put that away, bro, because you can't keep emotion. You can't keep emotion all the time, bro. Put it away. All right, stay logical. All right, now how we really gonna solve this, right? And so most of the time it's just bouncing ideas, but you know where the battle gets lost is when you guys take teachable moments, or the world, ladies, whatever, take those moments to become teachable moments. That's where you lose. And you're going to lose every time, right? And so then that's where, like for me, leads into the third trait of unclear shifting in self-image, right?
Oh.
And so,
yeah, we gonna talk about that.
unclear or shifting in self-image. And so what do I mean by that? You like, how the hell a scenario like that? And so I'm gonna give you an example. So we using that scenario, right? Babe, I can't believe these people at work said X, Y, and Z and did X, Y, and Z. Well, I mean, what could you have did better? Like, that ain't what I wanted to hear in that moment. I just needed to vent. I ain't need you to come correct shit, nothing. You now have sent me into an episode. Boom. Now I'm in this episode.
But you attacking me too.
Now I'm only speaking for myself. Man, see what I'm talking about, Shotty? You be on that bullshit, boy. On for real, man. Swear to God, boy. You know what? I'm about to go over here. Don't mind folk me, don't mind love me, then boom. Now what just happened? You just heard a whole nother person come out. You know what I'm saying? I call them episodes. And so what happens is now I'm in a rabbit hole. Now the BPD is struck, it's hit. And so now what you got is now you got one of my alter egos that they think is a personality, but it's really one of my emotions that has come out to play. And so now you have that unclear shifting. And so for as long as I can remember, bro, I have always had this identity crisis with my image. And you guys will see that on this podcast in live in real time. Like today I look like, typical hood type cat, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. I might look like Andre 3000 tomorrow. The next podcast, I might look like Lenny Kravitz. Next podcast, I might look like Malcolm X. The next podcast, I might look like a dope boy. Next podcast, I might, you know what I'm saying? Like, might look like Young Thug. Like, that's BPD. But here's the crazy thing about that unclear shifting trait. It's all me still though. I'm comfortable in all of those modes. I can't say I've seen you. You experienced that. Maybe not probably externally.
Probably not as deep. Yeah, probably not physically.
Yeah, maybe not because you the typical black. Hey man, everybody know what Vic gonna put on. Vic gonna throw that black on. Vic gonna look like a lead star for Boys in the Hood.
Snake.
You know what I'm saying? Straight out the gate. You dig what I'm saying? Most of the time. I can't say every day, most of the time, because I know how to clean the fuck up, but most of the time. But a nigga like me, you'll see me today, I promise you ain't gonna know who I am tomorrow. Right?
I think my identity crisis is all mental. It's all mental. Like my closet look the same. My closet got nothing but black tees and black jeans and black shoes and hoodies. But I think it's my identity crisis is all mental. Like one day I am the biggest boss in the world.
Okay.
The next day or the next moment I am a vulnerable, frail, fragile little boy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So now have you identified what that is?
No.
Okay. All right. We're going to get to it. See, listen, we about the self-help too. Like, I don't want a bunch of motherfuckers come up here that got it together.
I don't have it together.
I ain't got it together.
I'm not even.
This is not a podcast for motherfuckers that got it together. If you have a got it together situation, got it together mentality, I need to hire you.
Keep your together ass
right. You get your ass from watching and come to fuck work. You know what I'm saying? Like, because that's how it is. We are just people that's trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
We're gonna make fuck ups around along the way, but we're gonna figure it out along the way as well. And so that's gonna lead us. We're gonna jump. I'm gonna kind of group some of these up together. Impulsive.
Yep.
And self-destructive behavior is number 5.
I'm in the middle of that right now.
Self-harm is number 5. And extreme emotional mood swings is number 6. And so the reason why I grouped those 6 together, because they kind of all fall in the same vein. Impulsive and self-destructive behavior, self-harm, as well as emotional swings. And so impulsive behavior. Self-destructive behavior is probably one that I don't know I've really dealt with much, but impulsivity, yes.
My impulsivity is self-destructive all the time. There's never anything I've done like out of impulse that was like progressive and shit was like, I'm glad I did that. Every time I do something out of impulse, it's like I just fucked everything up. Now I gotta double back and try to fix this, and most of the time it ain't no. So
you've never had any good impulses?
Mm-mm.
Huh.
When it comes to like personal
give
relationships.
Me an example. Yeah, give me an example.
What I'm going through right now, I cut off a woman that I love because I thought she didn't love me. Okay. Out of impulse.
I've been there.
Now I done dug that hole so deep that it's not coming back. Like, it's not coming back, but I know once I done calmed down and gathered myself, it's like, damn. That was like she loved me.
I don't think it's we talk about that offline. I don't think this what I'm learning about the disorder, or just about the work.
Yeah.
People are champions for the work.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, people are double back for the work.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
but it ain't gonna be the same.
I ain't never fucking with you ever again in your life.
But it ain't gonna be the same. Cause I'm gonna have that same in the back of my head that, okay, I did this to her and she gonna be holding on to that.
You think. Remember, I was in, a similar situation. And I thought the same thing. Like, it's actually better than it was. Because it gives that person a level of respect and appreciation that they never had before. Because it now shows them, because you walked away, I already know what that feels like. Mm-hmm. You don't. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? And so we'll talk about that later. Talk about that another time.
It's crazy. Like, me walking away from that hurt me.
I mean, of course it does. Like, and the main reason that we walk away from it, I believe, especially as men, is the pride. But we've made pride such a negative connotation that it pisses me the fuck off, because it's not always a negative connotation. Not always. We're not always doing it with negativity in mind, right? Sometimes it's to save face. Sometimes it's to save feelings. It's to save a situation, emotions. It's to save drama. It's to save
yourself.
Me being told I'm overly emotional.
Mm-hmm. Scared of that.
Sensitive ass.
Yup. You say that one time, we're done.
You know what I'm saying?
You might as well call me a bitch. We're done.
Oh God. And that's what women don't get. Like
it's done.
It's hard enough for men. I don't care what ethnicity, race, creed they are, to cry, it's be sad or whatever. Anyway, I don't give a shit. Even if the most sensitive male has to it has to be pulled out of them. Damn. Yeah. They got to be put in a situation. Ain't no crying on demand. Ain't no sensitivity on demand. And so what I'm saying is, when you actually have a man who is a man, we're talking about a grown boy, but we're talking about a man and can tap into his emotions and communicate his emotions and tell you, hey, I feel like you did this to me and that didn't feel good. Can we work on you?
Yeah. That's me all the time.
Yo, bitch ass nigga. Man, yo, lame ass. I don't want no sensitive ass man. I want a strong man, girl. You dig what I'm saying? And then so what happens, and it's like, oh, word? Cool. And so then it goes from that extreme to, girl, he don't even touch me. He don't like me. He don't fuck with me. He don't spend no time with me.
Because I turned it off. I turned it off. You didn't like it, so I didn't turn it down. I turned it all the way off. You don't get that no more.
Y'all ain't hearing me say it. Y'all finally hearing somebody else say it.
It's gone. It's done. Like once you attack me for being myself and loving you, watch this.
You see what I'm saying?
And it's not even at first. No, it's purposely. I'm turning it off. I ain't doing this shit no more. Then a couple days go by. That's just you when it come to her.
Because what y'all don't realize, especially for a man like me with BPD, it then leads into that sixth trait, which is self-harm. And we ain't necessarily talking about suicide or things of that. Hey, overeating, self-harm.
Look at me.
Hey, smoking weed till your lungs burn is self-harm. You dig what I'm saying? Over drinking is self-harm. You dig what I'm saying? Like, she picked, like, let's be clear, man. I have been in situations where I have had a relationship, an intimate relationship, cause me not to eat for weeks and days to where I lose weight.
Yeah.
Relationships that put me in the hospital. So it's one of those situations where you can't tell me that a man doesn't have emotions and shouldn't have emotions. Hey, I was taught that emotions is a weak ass trait.
Yeah, me too. I was taught and showed.
You know what I'm saying?
All the time. Crybaby ass nigga. Crybaby
Bottle
ass.
that weak ass emotion up.
Yeah.
Don't cry around here. Bottle that shit up.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And so then that transitions to my mom being a tyrant with no love in the house. I didn't get showed love until my mom was high.
Damn.
Or drunk. Oh, I love you. I love my baby so much.
But it's not real.
It wasn't real. It was the mental health, right?
Yeah.
It's the drugs. When she was sober, it was clean this house, do this, do that, do this, take your breath, do this, do. My mama she told me, hey, listen, the only thing you ever gonna need a woman for is between her legs. That was a saying in my house. Only thing you ever gonna need from a woman was between her legs.
It's hard to shake that.
And so imagine having BPD, that upbringing, and the lady saying what they saying. I should ever be in no goddamn relationship.
Yeah, that's a recipe for disaster for real, bro.
Man, so extreme emotional swings are something that kind of fall into that realm and that piece. I mean, what I want you guys to be clear about is we skimming through these really fast. Through the weeks, through the times that are coming, I'm going to have official doctors, official psychologists to come in and talk about these things, actually break them down, give tips and tricks,
I'm just
tools.
Big. I ain't a doctor.
How to do it. Nah, but it's more than that because he is a doctor. I'm a doctor. You want to know why? Because somebody going to listen to this and somebody's going to hear something that they can implement into their lives that bring healing. See, doctoring ain't necessarily the medication. Doctoring is the healing of some portion of your life.
Shit.
Physically, spiritually, mentally. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a fire rights. And so they might heard you say, hey.
I done supply some medicine.
So I'm about to go do what Vic said, and I done implemented that. And they're like, shit, I ain't even tripping on that broad no more. Now you've been healed in one area of your life. You know what I'm saying? And so it's all forms of medicine. This is my way of hey, I ain't got no crack for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Streetwise. I ain't got no Percocet for y'all. Pharmaceutical wise. Like, I don't work in neither field. You know what I'm saying? But the field I do work in is these words. The music, the podcast, whatever.
Just creating.
He's a creative. And so you're gonna see him more and more. It's just, it's also not a coincidence that he's my first guest, and like you're gonna see him a lot. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna have no co-host. He'll be my co-host when I do decide to have a co-host. But again, it's about getting the message to the people about this disorder.
Yeah, I'm just here in support of you getting the message up.
I appreciate that. But it's about all the disorders too. Because I don't want people to be. I ain't got BPD, so I can't go talk about my disorder. Hey man, if you got bipolar, if you got schizophrenia, you know what I'm saying, and you a man, hey, we need to hear from you, cause we don't know. We don't talk. Let's keep it real.
What do you think was more triggers you had?
I'm about to grab your tequila from your bone real quick. Just for a second.
That was my prop.
I got the real one time. Y'all don't be mad at me. Don't be mad at me. But now, what was you saying, G?
What do you think was like more like trauma that kind of molded the BPD?
I think the abandonment probably is the molding piece for me. That's my number one trait.
Yeah.
That's probably what I attach to everybody, all relationships. Like if you my friend, you my family, like I'm attaching that to you. And so a lot of people don't even realize, like I have a fallout with like, let's say another friend or trigger me into an episode. I'm going through my phone blocking everybody.
Everybody feeling that wrath.
You, baby mama, everybody. Fuck all y'all. And I'm going to find something. Oh, man, that nigga Vic was supposed to motherfucker shoot my video Friday and he ain't even come through for that shit. Fuck him. Blocking and delete.
That would always come
and he don't know he blocked and delete for like 4 days. And then I just randomly hit him on the fifth. Like, what's up, man? How you doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, literally it'd be like that. You feel what I'm saying? And so, it's I probably say it's the abandonment because if I even feel for a second like ain't nobody fucking with me, like I go into this panic attack. Like, Bugsy ain't fucking with me, but then the world ain't fucking with me. So fuck Bugsy and fuck the world too. You know what I'm saying? And then it turns into the mailman come bring me, man, fuck you too, mailman. Then I turn on the TV and Shannon Sharp be like, you know,
Skip.
Skip, you know, Skip, you need to go to, man, why you saying Skip's name like that? Like, you stupid fucker. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, everything becomes a situation for like 3 hours. And then after that, it's back to like,
now I gotta fix it.
For me, I know it now, but it got to the point, at one point in time, I didn't even know what the fuck I was doing. Like, I would literally call Vic back like 3 hours later, like, what's up, my G? So you trying to go smoke some hookah? I mean, what the fuck, bro? You just cussed me. Man, get on my fucking phone, right? You know what I'm saying? Like
I don't even smoke hookah. The fuck?
It'd be some shit like that, right? And I'd be looking at my shit like, damn, what the fuck? That nigga tripping. Hey, OG Wood, what's going on with you? Hey, man, don't call me no more, nigga. Man, what's wrong with everybody? Why everybody's tripping, right? And then there'd be somebody come say, hey, nigga, did you know that you called me yesterday and told me fuck me and my mama and the dog and the cat and the kids and everybody? Wait, what? Yeah. I ain't do that. And then they showed me proof, right? And so
that's me.
That gets into splitting. And so we're going to get to that probably next time, man. We're going to end at 6.
Damn.
We're end at 6. We got 3 more. We're going to end at 6. You know what I'm saying? Them last 3, we'll touch on, you know what I'm saying, next time I have Vic back, is chronic feelings of emptiness. That's huge. That's a daily thing for me, even right now.
Yeah.
See, you sitting in this motherfucker with 2 people. Vic know that. Like, we talk about that all the time. Like, I could be in a room full of 300 people, and I feel like I'm alone all the time. All the time. Even, listen, people, you heard me say it. Even with therapy, I've been to DBT, I read books, I constantly try to stay in wise mind, all the time. I feel alone every fucking day. Even with doing all of that, right? And so that needs to be highlighted. Because there's somebody that's going through all this shit right now, like, man, this shit ain't working.
I feel like nobody in this world understand me.
Yeah.
I feel like nobody in this world really love me. And, you know, I do feel like I'm out here by myself.
Yeah.
Like in everything I do.
Yeah. And so I'm here to tell you that's the disorder. You know what I'm saying? That's the disorder. And so this is, you know, my goal and hope is to teach, as I teach myself, man, like, yo, let's get through this shit together.
Yeah.
Fuck BPD, but I love it. And we're going to get through it together. See, I'm going to end with this. My grandmother told me when I was 7, Vic know the story. My grandmother told me when I was 7 years old, my first time ever meeting on my dad's side. They from the East Coast. And so, went up there, 7 years old, riding on the bus, like a little charter bus to go to another church to sing. My grandma said, hey, God told me to tell you something when I met you. My first time meeting my grandma on my dad's side. God placed something inside of you that the devil don't want to get out. I don't know what it is. I don't know if you're going to be singing, dancing. I don't know what it is. But he placed something inside of you that the devil don't want to get out. But I seen a vision of you standing on the stage and you were speaking, but words were coming out your mouth, but there was physical words. And as I looked out, there was so many people that these people began to blend in with the seat. And every word that touched the person, whatever it was that needed, they got healing from it. I don't know if he was preaching. I don't think he was preaching. I don't know if he was teaching, saying whatever. I just know words was coming out of you. So words is your gift. This was when I was 7 years old. I'm okay, whatever, right?
Yeah.
And so now it's kind of full surface, you know, years later. It's come, Yeah, about 12 years later. Yeah, I'm only 19. Your mama like it. Anyway, years later. And so, I think now is the time to just like tap in, man, go full throttle. Let men like yourself, men like myself. No, hey, guess what? I think like that too. On a daily basis, all the time. But there is healing. There is survival through this bullshit that we like to call borderline personality disorder. So, BPD, you've been around for a while, and so you guys will see that I close each show out with the word, but I let my guests have their word first. And so I always have my guests come impart a bit of wisdom onto the viewers from their warehouse, from their mind. And so this is 5 minutes with the grades. That's what this segment is called. First grade, Victor Carter, a.k.a. Vicuals. Please tell the people what's on your mind.
I think we gonna need more than 5 minutes, but
do your thing.
I'll keep it real short. No matter what you're going through, no matter how you think people gonna judge you, don't be afraid to do what you need to do to get yourself right. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I'm gonna leave it at that. Fuck what they think. Victuals. Book of Victual, nigga.
Short and simple.
Short and simple.
Oftentimes, we find ourselves at a crossroads, especially us as adult males. The pressures of life and leaving at home after high school, going into college, going into the military, hell, just going into trade school, going into just life in general is a scary feat in itself. And oftentimes, very oftentimes, we ain't even been prepared and don't even have a toolkit for when we go out there, because a lot of us are like our uncles and our daddies. It's just a recycled workflow.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so I need men to understand that there is healing. I need men to understand that you do have a voice. You're not overly sensitive. You're not too emotional. Logic is our gift, but emotion is our power source. Let me say it again. Logic is our gift. Emotion is our power source. Emotions is what teaches us how to balance our gift of logic. Because logic we know is only one way. Emotion teaches us how to take logic and see different windows as we travel in this hallway. Logic, the house we in, the hallway we walking down. Emotions allow us to look to the left, look to the right, say, oh shit, that's a window. I see the mountains out that window. Turn to the left. Oh shit, I can see a brick wall. Walk down the hallway. Oh shit, I can see a pond. Walk down, oh, I see an urban scenery. What I'm saying, it gives me different aspects and different views on life. But if I never know to walk down the hallway of logic, then I can't see the beauty that comes into the emotion. If I constantly got somebody telling me, you're too emotional, you're too emotional, you're too emotional, I will never look left or right. Why? Because I'm too embarrassed and I stay internal. I stay to myself, so I'm constantly always here. I won't look up. I won't look around and say, oh, shit. Damn, I'm not sitting in the room by myself. I am. There's, you know what I'm saying? There's more opportunity. And so, man, I need you to understand I'm on your ass. This podcast. We need healing. And in order for us to see each other in the right light, and I'm going to just leave it here with some real heavy shit. In order for Officer Peter Thompson not to kill Cameron Florence, I first need to understand the psyche of him and him of me. And if I'm not even willing to bring myself down to say, hey, I'm a man in America that's dealing with a mental issue because of my circumstances first, we'll never get to the point where cops will stop killing blacks and Muslims can't wear dashikis and kufis at sporting events, or like I was watching a documentary where Mahmoud Abdul Rauf from the Denver Nuggets got booed when he played for the Nuggets because he sat for the national anthem, and then when he did decide to stand, he stood in Islamic fashion and still was booed, right? That is because the men don't understand the men of the world. Yeah. We too busy external. And that's no fault of our own. We've been taught. Hunt, get, kill. Everything verbs. Action, action, action. Nobody has ever taught us. You can put them verbs down sometimes and just sit back and formulate. Sit back and bounce ideas like ladies do. See, we don't understand. This is why women are so strong in that realm. This is why you can see a woman be in a business meeting and somebody slight them and they cross their legs and just smile. And then know how to lead the meeting, go into walking down the highway. Hey, yeah, girl, we have lunch later. Hey, Paul, how's it going? And wait until you get in the office and then close the door and say, don't you ever in your fucking life disrespect me or embarrass me in front of this boom, 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 boom. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. The regulation of emotion, but that's because, we're taught that. And so, man, we can be taught that too. All right? So, again, fuck BPD. But I love it. I think we love it. I think a lot of us love it. I'm your host, Baux, a.k.a. Northside Switch Slim, a.k.a. Mr. Appreciate You, a.k.a. Your mama like it and somebody else is like it. 2, I'm sitting here with Vic, the man, the myth, the legend, Vicuals. Shout out your platforms, man. I need these people to tap in with you.
And you can find me at Vicuals on Instagram, on YouTube. I have a Vicuals mobile app. I have a Ruby Jean Clothing mobile app.
And they fire.
You can find Ruby Jean Clothing on Instagram at rubyjean.life, not .com.life. Mm-hmm. You can find, like I said, you can find Ruby Jean Clothing on the app too. I got 2 apps, 2 websites. You can book me.
Doing this motherfucking thing.
Yeah, look, you can book me on Facebook, Instagram, shit. If you got my number, somebody you know got my number, text me. It's easy to get me booked. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing photography. Come get on What's Good. Come get on Go Talk. If you're a business owner, participate in brand bosses. Like I got a lot of shit moving right now. And
price going up too. Like, let's be clear.
Price didn't went up.
Price didn't went up, but it's going up even higher, people.
But y'all got the money. Y'all got the
money.
They
do. Stop being stingy. Yeah, I left my man in the dust. Hey. Talk about it. Anyway.
I'm in a whole nother lane. Anyway. In a whole fucking spaceship.
Bugsy, you got a word for the people before we get out this month?
True, man. I just want to commend y'all for talking about that shit. I mean, for real, this is probably one of the most, this is the most powerful episode that I've helped, film here at the studio.
That's love.
Like,
That's love.
I mean, I think it's really important what y'all are talking about. And I'm just, I support y'all on whatever y'all do, man. I love that y'all getting the word out. Yeah.
I appreciate that, man. Listen, y'all gonna see Bugs on this camera. That's another, I call him GOAT legend in the game. I call him my vanilla brother from another mother. You dig what I'm saying? Even though I really think, listen, let's be clear. Buzz be lying to people. He black y'all for real. No, I think he just do that to, so he ain't, fall into the traps that we be falling in and shit. But Buzz is really black. You dig what I'm saying? He got this whole Robin Thicke vibe going on. So, come book. Shout out your social media and all that to a Bug.
Yeah, man. Stevie Bugs on Instagram and Twitter, and Bright Everything is the studio name on Instagram and YouTube.
And let's be clear. Listen. Rappers, hell, even female rappers that just happen to go that way. Don't bring your old ladies up here. Not, you know what I'm saying?
It's gonna be an argument.
It's gonna be an argument because she gonna say somebody's hair, his beard. Aquaman. Okay, you work. Just think about it. Okay, do you want your old lady around Aquaman the whole time you record? All right. Legend X Syndicate. Shout out to Pat. Shout out to Gibb. Shout out to Blake C. Dak. Shout out to Classic. Shout out to everybody over at the goddamn Syndicate. Shout out to 617 Consulting Firm. Shout out to Country Boy Cakes. Shout out to 617 Music Group. Shout out to our co-sponsor for today, Vicuals, Ruby Jean. You want me to shout them all out? You got a whole lot.
All of
them. Vicuals, Ruby Jean, goddamn Brandon Bosses, goddamn Goat Talk, goddamn What's Good. It's not a podcast, it's a show, right?
It's a show, Street Nerds Radio. We just launched a damn radio station.
Yes. Talk about that real quick before we go, because I need people to tap in with that, especially if you in here in the town.
I'll play a little bit in the background while you're doing that.
Okay, perfect, perfect.
Definitely. But yeah, we launched the entire fucking radio station online. You submit your music to streetnerdradiosubmissions@gmail.com. Any genre, it don't got to be edited. You know what I'm saying? As long as you ain't got a bunch of tags throughout the beat, we playing your shit on radio, and it's a real radio streams. This ain't just a playlist being played. You know what I'm saying? This is real radio royalties that you would get.
Artists, if listen to that.
That's right. If you sing your music, you know what I'm saying? So fuck with Street Nerds Radio, fuck with Brand Bosses, fuck with Go Talk, fuck with What's Good, fuck with Vicuals, fuck with Ruby Jean Clothing, fuck with Vic Carter.
Speaking of Vicuals, speaking of Goat Talk, for those that are watching live, let me speak on that real quick. We will be highlighting every person that comes up here, they craft. And so what you're watching right now is Goat Talks. I've done Goat Talks multiple times.
That's Brazy right there.
Brazy's cold. One of my favorites in the city. There's a lot of cats in the city that I don't really speak on, just because I got a lot of emotion going on right now, and I'm trying to keep the focus. Collect what I need to collect, and then when I get what I need to get, then come back and put other cats on. But there's a lot of y'all that trust me, I'm paying attention. I'm looking. We're just gonna leave it there. I'm watching, and so yeah. But ain't nobody Vicuals. Ain't no cap to that. And I stand on that 10 toes.
Y'all gonna realize who the real.
And I go on record saying that. And that's just ain't because he my partner. Like Vic will tell you, straight up, those that know me, I got BPD. We don't have the ability to see gray. It's either black or white.
Yeah,
so I ain't gonna sugarcoat you or anything. Like if I don't like something, I'm gonna tell you I don't like it. If I like it, first thing I'm gonna tell you, while we playing, I don't smoke woods for nobody. I don't smoke weed. Vic can tell you I roll my own blunts. I'm not passing shit. For what? We grown. That's me. It's COVID. There's other shit going on. What? Is you crazy? You feel me? It's COVID. Monkeypox. RSV. You know what I'm saying? Niggas crazy. So that's, but what I'm saying is I'm unapologetically me. And so, man, I kind of don't want to go nowhere, man. This I'm in the vibe right now.
This is a good vibe.
Just, you know what I'm saying?
I like this place. I like this space.
Like
I like the setup.
You see this shit, man?
This motivates me. You know what I'm saying? Like for real.
And that's I'm gonna tell you what I gotta give Baux some flowers real quick. And I'm gonna tell you why I'm gonna give some flowers, because this is why I respect and I fuck with him. It took me a while. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all, because I'm a type of nigga. I sit back and watch a nigga from a distance, and then I see who they fuck with and see how they treat the people they fuck with.
Yeah.
And then I formulate that. So I've been watching Baux for like 2 years. He don't know. I know JG. I know a couple cats he fucks with. I just watch from a distance, like how he handle my mans and then my peoples and shit.
Yeah.
And so, but it's always love. The music's always good. It's always right. So I'm like, I'm gonna approach it, how I approach it. But like one thing that I said I appreciate him about, and I said to him, shout out to HBO. I don't know what this is, but I watch HBO.
We called him a sponsor.
So really quick, shout out to, this is probably like my favorite in the city right now, Pac Boy.
Yeah.
I think I got a liking to him because he's a boxer. I.e. the name Baux, even though I spell mine now, Baux. Baux did come from boxing. I used to box Golden Glove from the age of 9 to 19. Don't get it fucked up. I will put these foo-fos on you. But Pac Boy, that's my close partner Tone Scarfo's nephew. And so he nice with the rhymes and he nice with them hands too. So shout out to Pac Boy.
I think he undefeated.
Yeah,
I've been keeping up with his Instagram. He undefeated.
And
he's like 6-0.
And so, as you see, the music dope too. So
yeah. Them is our older episodes where we didn't quite have the formula how we have it now.
Yeah.
But it kind of shows the growth. You know what I'm saying? You appreciate that type of shit like the older ones.
Yeah, but it shows the credibility though too.
Yeah, we've been doing this.
Got damn near 100 episodes of any fucking thing.
Especially locally.
Niggas got 100 shoes. You know what I'm saying? And so
that's even got 100 days at their normal job.
You feel what I'm saying? Like that's an accomplishment. But back to Buzz. My bad. One thing that Buzz said, like when we was in here, like, yo, my G, this shit is fucking amazing. Yo, I'm finna steal this idea.
Yeah.
Stealing your shit. I don't give a fuck if you like it or not. He was like, nah, man, fuck that. I want you to steal it. Now, forgive me. He didn't say it like that. Y'all know me. I'm extra as hell. But what I'm saying is, like, he put it out there like, man, that's what I want it to be. Like, it's supposed to be that. Y'all forgive me. I don't want to fuck up my brace. Like I said, you know what I'm saying? I'm a bougie Negro. I'm bougie. Yeah. But that right there in itself shows, like, the pedigree of who he is. Man, I don't give a Get your money, get your bread, get your space, get your area.
I'm not here to compete with nobody, man. We all supposed to win. We all supposed to thrive.
Period. Yep. But that's why I wanted. Another reason why I created this podcast is to show other men, hey, guess what? We can collab. We ain't got the, you know what I'm saying? Because you got that and I got this, mean we can't work together. We in the same space. Look, I'm showing y'all right now 2 Denver legends. Fuck who else said it. Baux said it. And I've been in the bitch. Listen, I was born at St. Joseph. Be clear. 1984. November 13, 6:17 p.m. St. Joseph. Nigga, I am the turf. Nobody, just because I came up in Mississippi, that ain't my fault. My people took me down there. But let's be clear. I came back every summer I've been here. This my city, my turf. Nigga, I'm from here. East Side. What you talking about? 32nd Elizabeth.
Yeah.
Then we moved to goddamn Weatherstone.
32nd and Race.
You feel okay?
East Village,
nigga, y'all know what it is. You feel me? So
Champion Street Project.
You feel what I'm saying, nigga? But Curtis Park Project, well, me and my little brother used to hang out all the goddamn time. My older brother used to sell crack at Manual High School. Come on, man, stop fucking playing.
Man, that was my high school.
Down in Supers, we used to get the goddamn them goddamn hot links and shit. The real bologna with the goddamn ring around them. You know what I'm saying?
Wasn't Downey Super's the only one that had the gold stars?
The only one that had the gold star, goddamn High Franks. If you really from the E, you know, in order to get them real authentic spicy ass hot links, you either had to go to Warehouse in Montbello or you had to go to motherfucking Down in Supers to get them motherfuckers. Nigga on the east side, period. Yeah. So what I'm saying is, like, these niggas is legends. Period. Because I don't know too many motherfuckers that can fuck with both sides. See, that's one thing about the city that gets slept on, and I hate it so much. Y'all niggas think we cowboys and ski and just
you will get shot.
Safe. You know what I'm saying? Boy, listen. It's an underworld. Northside Switzerland coming at you. Heard, you know, the Lions Den. I got a song called The Lions Den. But before I leave, I'm gonna play it for you. That's talking about the city. Like, there's a dark underworld that a lot of cats don't realize. Aurora's a hub for something, and I'm gonna leave it there because I don't want them alphabet boys looking at me. But y'all know what Aurora, Colorado is for a specific dynamic of people and what they push and what, you know what I'm saying? Them scary people that we watch on documentaries.
The people that be in the shadows.
Cousins of Chapo and all that. Hey. You know what I'm saying? We don't mess with them people. I see them people with them Jordashes, the cowboy boots with the hats, and I go the other way. Y'all be thinking they mariachi bands. No, I know what the fuck that is. They in the mall. Am I lying, Buzz? Am I lying? They in the you see a motherfucker in the Aurora Mall with some Jordache jeans on, a wallet that thick, cowboy boots, cowboy hat, a goddamn I'm talking about solid 14 karat gold chains on with Virgin Mary pendants on all of them with the blue, the green, and all the colored diamonds. I ain't done. They got 5 kids with them. All 5 kids got the rings, the jewels, all that bust down. And they got 2 dudes that look like they got damn brothers, but they ain't their brothers, but they look serious. Who the fuck is that? They ain't no goddamn mariachi band. It's a cartel boss. In the Aurora Mall. I better stop playing with my goddamn city. And I'm sitting here with 2 goddamn legends, goddamn it, that can move. So I'm saying all that to say they can move around. I didn't watch Vic from the E going to the 5.
I fuck with everybody.
What's the 5? Park Hill. I don't watch him go to the 5-5, the turf, Montbello. Watch him go out to the north, you know what I'm saying, the west side. What's the west side? Sutre says all that.
Ain't nobody ain't nobody I haven't fucked with out here.
Buzzy the same way. I done seen so many people come to the goddamn studio, you would think, hold up. They ain't shot your shit up yet? You just had who in here? But see, real OGs know how to move, you know, in this situation. So
free
I
mode,
can talk
man.
Forever, man. Yeah, free my G mode.
Free mode.
Free mode.
That's a cool dude right there.
You know what I'm saying? But like I said, man, I can go all day.
Peace and love, man. That's the key.
Yeah, most definitely. What else you got, Vic?
I don't have nothing, man. I'm gonna keep trying to get it together and keep it together, and
that's all we can do.
Keep working, keep moving. I got this list of goals I'm trying to kill, man. So that's kind of where my head's at.
We'll definitely get there. We definitely gonna get there. I'm gonna help you get there. Buzz gonna help you get there. God damn it, the world gonna help you get there.
It's gonna happen.
Hey, man.
It's gonna happen.
Y'all know who it is. Y'all know what it is. Fuck BPD, but I love it. The podcast.
Yep.
Your host, Baux. Co-host for the night, Vicuals. Shout out to my engineer, the man, the myth, the legend himself, Bugsy. The bigger man, the myth, the legend himself, Vicuals. I appreciate you coming out, brother.
Thank you, man.
Thank you for blessing us.
Thank you for having me.
People, take care of yourself. Remember, drink you some water, smoke you some good. Appreciate y'all, man. Gone.
I feel my demons trying to break me. I know my life be crazy, that's why I call you baby. I keep you by my side, cause in these streets they wanna take me. It's murder what she wrote, this Glock is not on safety. Trying to make it to the top, I feel my demons trying to break me.